Let's dance. Dance. Yeah. Dance. Dance. Yeah. Yeah. Dance. Dance. Dance.
No dance.
No dance.
No.
Dance. 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 Dance.
That last one took me out. I'm like, listen. Men used to go to war. Do you even know why the first two world wars happened? Like, people who are uneducated are usually the ones who make some really ignorant comments. Men not going to war is not the reason why all of this shit is happening. All of this shit is happening because of you, woman. If you guys wanted equality, you wanted to fight for a bunch of rights that you thought you never had. I mean, some of them, sure. But yeah, you asked for this, and this is the result of your actions. Like, actions have consequences. You know that this is the real world. But just a little bit of a history lesson. Wars were intended to break systems so that the victor could be in control. So I'm not going to even go deeper there. If you want to learn about this, take your own time and go do some research. But wars were mostly about natural resources. It was about power.
He can he cannot fight. If we out and you get into it and you get your beat, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna leave you right then and there. But after we get in this car, they can drop me off. That's a deal breaker.
Damn. Yo, mans can't even lose a fight. But listen, I get it. You don't want a man who doesn't, make you feel safe in every type of way. I get that. But to leave the nigga because he got punched in the face or mugged, oh my. Yo, if he got beat up by a H cap, like, then, I can stand behind that. But say he got beat up by a guy that was experienced in fighting or bigger than him or multiple guys, then that's savage. I mean, why not just say, yo, babe, after that incident, I think you should go take some self-defense class. Or in fact, we could take them together. Wouldn't that be better?
So let me get this straight. Men used to go to war and send letters written on paper from Vietnam and World War II in France. Letters. Yet he can't reply to a text message. Because he's busy, he just gets so busy and, he's just got stuff going on. From war, they sent a letter on pigeon back. He can't type a message. The bar is so low that I can't even see it. Like, I don't even have to step over it. I just have to glide over it. It's so low.
Listen, man. Yo, that pigeon back comment just... All right. So, listen. Most of those men were just shocked. You know, most of those men really thought that it would be their last moments. So of course they're gonna maximize on that to communicate with their family and loved ones back home. For sure. I think anybody would really take advantage of that in the same type of situation. However, though, I don't subscribe to the idea that someone is ever too busy to communicate with you. I don't subscribe to that because it doesn't take you 1 minute to send a message. It takes you less than a minute to send a message. So even if you have a lot of tasks you're doing throughout the day, the moment you get a break, you can just take 30 seconds and say, hey, I'm okay. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you make sure you drink water, stay safe, yada da da da. If it's a case where you're rushing and you get to a location, say, hey, I got to work safely, I got to XYZ safely, blah blah blah. It's that simple. It's not complicated. But yeah, like I said, I don't believe that anyone is ever too busy to communicate from.
Men used to go to war. Now they put little sticks in the grass and hit balls off of them.
The caption is, men used to go to war. Yeah. That's nice. Oh yeah, get it. Now they're just hitting the gritty. Somebody said, God, the men you've sent to protect and serve are just serving. Very true. A lot of those guys can probably dance better than I can.
I actually dream of a day when my great-great-grandson will bring sexy back.
Somebody else said someone's daughter is just waiting for a text back from one of these. Oh, that is true.
Men used to go to war. That's all I'll say. Like, are you kidding me?
Maybe they should go again.
Yo, just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Like, nobody wants to go out there on the battlefield risking their life, getting shot at, dodging explosions. Like, you think that's fun? Come on. Come on.
Men used to go to war. Yeah, they shouldn't have had to do that. I'm watching this nice guy talk about putting his slippers in the sun so he can put his toes in warm slippers. And the first comment I see is, men used to go to war. Yeah, men used to go to war to protect other people's money. You're a victim. You should have never had to do that. Like when boomers are like, yeah, well, my dad never hugged me and showed me love and I turned out fine. No, you didn't. He should have. You're a victim. Instead of being like, hey everyone, I was hurt, so come over here and get hurt too. Acknowledge that that should have never happened to you. I'm trying to share trauma.
Man, yo, we better protect this one because I love to see people who have actual sense and knowledge about a topic speak about a topic. Don't make some ignorant comment knowing well that you don't know shit about what you're talking about. But hey, it's the internet. Everybody are keyboard warriors, right?
This reads, men used to go to war. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but men definitely still go to war, first of all. But second of all, historically, this is always what they have done before going to war. For example, the ancient Romans version of hitting the gritty was a war dance called the Bella Crepa, which was done to the sound of weapons beating against each other. The Greeks had the Pyrrhic dance, which is basically like war ballet. And African tribes have things like the Indalamu dance, which is done to inspire soldiers on their long trek into battle barefoot. And I don't know about you, but I would love to know that an entire battle dance went into my beat-up's wings. Men have always danced and been silly gooses, and men will always dance and be silly gooses. It is part of being a man. In fact, if you ever see a man never dancing or never being a silly goose, he is being repressed by someone or something, and you need to save him. Let these men dance in peace.
Hey, she not wrong, man, because I'm probably one of the goofiest people you will ever be around. Like I enjoy doing silly stuff. So, you know, the women that are doing this, y'all just need to shut up, mind your business, do what you do. Leave us alone. Like, we're over here chilling. We're not disturbing anybody.
Do we need men?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god, no. Women do not need men.
I don't think we need them, but I think that they're nice to have around sometimes.
Yes, I love men. He lives in Wisconsin and I'm here, and I love having my girlfriends and just being on.
Oh. If her boyfriend saw that, I hope he leaves. You don't need him. You don't need to have him in your life. period, you know? But it's funny when they say they don't need a man until some heavy lifting needs to be done, until something needs to be repaired. Hey, I've heard some female went as far as to say like all the men should just disappear. Like y'all would be dead in probably a week if all the men should disappear. Men are the backbone of the entire system that runs the world. The necessary and crucial jobs are dominated by men. And if all of them were to disappear, that's it.
Oh my god, men used to go to war. Men used to go to war and now they're setting up tents at Coachella. Men used to go to war and now they're fashion niggas. Men used to go to war, come home, and beat their wives. Men used to go to war, come home, and beat their children. Men used to go to war, come home, and curse the entire bloodline with generational trauma.
Takes a very strong man to be with me. You have to know that there's millionaires, billionaires that want me, that can pay for my time or book me somewhere. There's people that can control my activities per se.
Men used to go to war, now they bomb at clubs like this.
Women used to cry when their nudes got leaked. Now it's 3.99.
Yay. But that woman though, talking about, oh, you gotta be a strong man to deal with me. You got millionaires that wanna, like, shut up. Nobody asks you that. Nobody cares. Like, if you had access to so many millionaires, why are you up here talking about this? Like, why don't you have a ring on your finger, cozied up in a mansion somewhere? Huh? Like, I don't like when females come about saying that, oh, you gotta be a strong man to deal with me. You have to have faith. Shut up. Go get help to fix your problems. Stop being a menace to society. Like, you're just making everyone's life miserable. Just go get some help. I shouldn't have to be doing extra shit to put up with your shit. Like, take the time to heal. Come healed. That way I can do the regular stuff and treat you like a regular person. But I should not be going to training, boot camp, all of this shit just to deal with you. Like, what?